In this video, I'm going to take you through all the cozy vegan meals I've made and really enjoyed on this almost winter's day. I did some experimenting with recipes I've never made before, while also sticking to some of my everyday favorites that I love. It also felt like the perfect day to finally start doing some Christmas crafting, plus later on I'll show you some of the yummy holiday baking I've been up to. So first off, for breakfast, I tried my hand at making some gingerbread pancakes. Now, I had recently been doing some gingerbread cookies, and I thought, why not try adapting it into some pancakes? So that's exactly what I did. So to make the wet mix for my pancake batter, I just mixed up some soy milk, molasses, and I think some vanilla and a flax egg, and then I added it to some flour and gingerbread spices, and I mixed it up. And the batter, as you can see, was very, very thick. I would say a little too thick, but I just decided to go with it, and I hoped for the best. And yeah, they looked more like little biscuits than pancakes, but you know, I just decided to keep going. There's nothing I could do than keep baking them, but I will say, they smelled really good, and they actually ended up tasting pretty darn good, despite the fact that they were a little bit chewier than I had hoped. So I'm definitely gonna keep tweaking around this recipe, but so far, you know, first go around was not too bad at all. I would definitely try making these again, and once I do finally perfect the recipe, you know I'm gonna share it with you guys. Santa's kitchen elf reporting for duty. Oh, not gonna lie guys, I already had a bite while I was filming these, and oh, holy moly. Okay. Yep. Oh, that tastes like a gingerbread cookie. I've never made gingerbread pancakes before today, guys. This is like so exciting for me. As you saw though, from the from the recipe, I totally made the batter a little bit too thick. So these are delicious, for real, but I think the dough is like a little bit thicker and chewier than I usually would prefer for a pancake. So my next batch that are cooking behind me, I thinned out the batter a little bit, and hopefully they'll be a little fluffier and less dense. So, but whatever, I'm not mad about it. Either way, they're freaking unreal, and I'm gonna eat all of them. Today, it just felt like the right kind of day to have syrupy, delicious gingerbread pancakes. But moving on with the day, I am gonna be making some more healthy recipes. We still need to work out, and I usually make a smoothie after, so I'm gonna make a healthy smoothie. I'll show you guys what that looks like, and I'm gonna be pretty much cooking every other meal today, as I have like no leftovers in the house, so I will be doing lunch and dinner, and I may be even doing some sort of festive holiday decorations that I bake. I might be doing a baked holiday decoration, and if that sounds confusing, just stick around, I'll show you what I mean. I'm also going to show you some of the delicious little holiday baked goods that I made this weekend. I didn't film any of it because I was just having such a good time with my friend. We were baking all day, and I have all these leftover treats that will hopefully last me for a couple weeks. So I'll show you what I made, and yeah, it's gonna be such a good day. I love Christmas, so let's just get on with the day, and I'll see you guys again very shortly. Brad and I just got back from a very long jog, and before that we did a very intense upper body workout, and holy crap, I am absolutely exhausted. So, oh, there's our Christmas tree. Just gonna catch my breath. I can barely hold this camera up. Okay, I'm gonna make a smoothie, and then I'm gonna die. Oh, that's thick. She's thick. Whoa. Oh, you're gonna dip the mic in the smoothie. You almost dipped the microphone in the blender.
I like to live dangerously as a cameraman.
That'd be really ASMR. In the smoothie, we got kale from our iHarvest, plus we got some spinach, we got an apple, a couple limes, some ginger, some celery, broccoli. Did I say apple already? Yeah, apple, flaxseed, an avocado, some some soy milk, I think. Did we add soy milk? No, just water. Yeah, and that's it. Oh, and some plant-based protein powder. So.
The jug is bigger than your head.
Yes. Oh, I can't forget frozen pineapple, frozen strawberries. So this is fully loaded. Fully frickin' loaded. Okay, I'm about to do something that I have been seeing all over social media and Instagram, and I'm gonna make some homemade Christmas ornaments out of totally edible ingredients. Not that these ornaments are edible, I don't think you'd want to eat them, but they look really cute. They're called salt dough ornaments. Now this is like nothing new. This is a totally like old vintage recipe, you know, little Christmas decoration activity that has been around for decades and decades, if not probably like centuries. It's probably been around since before the invention of like glass and plastic Christmas ornaments. Yeah, let's just do this. Let's make some salt dough Christmas ornaments. So what I've discovered about making salt dough ornaments is that it's really flippin' easy, and there's like 1,000, you know, things on the internet and recipes that you can find. But really, this was just one that I found. It's so easy. It's just flour, salt, spices, and water. That's literally it. You don't even need to do spices if you don't. If you want like a nice pure white salt dough, you can leave out the spices. But I kind of wanted it to look darker, almost like gingerbread, and it definitely turned out looking that way. And oh, it smelled so good. So anyway, once it was in a dough that I found was pleasing to me, I just rolled it up into a ball and then flattened it out with a rolling pin. Now, full disclosure, this dough ended up being a little too wet, so I had to roll it out twice. I had to add some more flour after I had already rolled it out because I just found that it was a little too sticky, a little too wet. Yeah, and then I just, you know, started cutting out my little stars, which is what I wanted to use because I decided that I was going to use these for some sort of little hanging thing on my wall, which you guys will see a little later on. And they turned out really nice. They keep their shape so well. And oh my gosh, this is just so easy. I can't believe I've never done salt dough ornaments ever before in my life, in all the years I've existed on planet Earth. Anyway, definitely recommend you guys try it out. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at all of this Swiss chard I just harvested. Is that not insane? That was my entire harvest of Swiss chard. I was growing rainbow chard and flamingo pink chard and some green chard as well. Oh my gosh. Now, this may look like a lot, but once you actually chop it all up and saute it in a pan, which is what I'm gonna do for lunch, it's actually not gonna end up being that much, but it'll definitely be enough for at least maybe 1 or 2 meals for Brad and I, but I am so excited! So I just chopped off all the stems off of each stalk, and then I diced them up into little cubes, kind of like you would with celery. Then I heated up some oil in a saute pan, added in the stems with some minced garlic and some freshly minced rosemary. That was a good choice. And then I just added in the Swiss chard, and that was it. It literally takes 2 minutes to cook because growing them hydroponically, they're just full of water. So yeah, this literally took no time at all. So as you can see, those the Swiss chard that I harvested looked like a ton when I took it off of my iHarvest, but cooked up, it's really not that much. Maybe like, I don't know, between me and Brad, probably maybe 2 cups, maybe a little less than 2 cups of actual product here, but let's try them out. Oh! I sounded like an old Frenchman. That is so good. I think it's an acquired taste. I know not everyone loves the earthy flavor of certain vegetables like Swiss chard and collard greens and beet greens and all that stuff, but if you like the taste of dirt, you'll definitely love these. And leftovers from last night, we ended up making porcupine meatballs again, which I know, this is what we had for lunch and my last what I ate in a day. I know. Talk about repetitive. But there's a good reason, because it's so good. They're just so easy and so darn delicious that I've been probably making them at least once maybe every couple of weeks now. So yum. Well, I'm gonna go finish my lunch now and have some quality time with Bradley. And after that, it's back to work because I got another video to film while I'm filming this. And yeah, and then I'm gonna finish up my little Christmas ornaments that I started making earlier because now they're dry. So that'll be fun. Yeah, I'll catch you guys a little later. So by the time dinner time rolled around, I was pretty tired and feeling a little bit lazy, so I made this super lazy Instant Pot lasagna. And oh my gosh, if you have a pressure cooker or Instant Pot and have never tried making lasagna in it, what are you waiting for? It's so easy. So all I did was I sauteed up some onion and garlic plus a pound of Beyond Beef. You can use any other meat substitute you'd like. And then I added some Italian seasoning. I just eyeballed it because who has time for measurements? And then I added a whole jar of marinara sauce. And then just to give it a little extra water content to cook the lasagna noodles in, I added in some veggie broth. Then I just used a whole box of gluten-free lasagna noodles. And luckily these were pretty short little noodles, so they fit perfectly right inside my pot. But if you had the longer lasagna noodles, you could just break them in half or break them in chunks. Then I just assembled them in layers and I pushed them down underneath the sauce every time I added them to the pot. And yeah, it's just so easy. This took like maybe a grand total of 10 minutes to prepare, and then the rest was all just pressure cooking. Seriously, this is such a delicious way to make lasagna, and even if you wanted to do this as a soup, you totally could. You could also skip the lasagna noodles and use any pasta noodles you like and just add more water or more broth, and you could cook it as a soup. But I chose to do lasagna, and I also had some leftover tomato ricotta made with tofu from the other day that I wanted to use up, and this adds a little extra protein, makes it a little more satisfying and filling, and it was just a good choice. So I just pressure cooked it for another 7 minutes, and then this is what it looks like. Ooh. Yum. And then I just topped it off with some shredded vegan mozzarella from Daiya. Love Daiya's cheese, it's so good. I just put the lid back on for another maybe 2 or 3 minutes just to let the cheese melt. I'm not pressure cooking it at this point, I'm just using the heat that remained in the pot to let the cheese melt. And then I served it up in some bowls, and oh my lord, you guys. It's like the creamiest version of lasagna I've probably ever tried, and it was delicious. Major Yum reporting for duty. Is there anything in this world that comforts like a lasagna? I don't know, I'm asking for a friend. It's so hot, but so good. Hot. Anyway, as you can tell, this is delicious. So yeah, I'm gonna go eat this. Maybe I'll have something for dessert. Maybe. So moving back on quickly to the ornaments, they turned out so good. I baked them for 2 hours at a low heat, and yeah, they just look beautiful. And then here are some of the dried orange slices that I had prepared a few days ago. You guys will see a little later on how I ended up pairing these two things together, and the end result is gonna blow your mind. Well, it is after dinner. It's probably around 8-ish, and I am ready for bed. Not that I'm going to bed yet, but I just wanted to get ready for bed. So I'm in my jammies, I'm all washed up, took my hair down, and I spent most of my evening working on that wall hanging, and oh my gosh, you guys, it turned out really, really good. I just love the way it looks, and I honestly didn't even know like what it was gonna look like near the end. Like as soon as I finished painting all the little dough ornaments and I had all my orange slices, I just kind of arranged them and they just ended up looking the way they looked. So I just sewed some string through them, and it involved a lot of hot glue. A lot of hot glue. But a couple hours later and I'm done, and it's so awesome. Anyway, I'm in love with it. So I'm gonna wind down for the rest of the night And I have some Christmas cookies that have been in our freezer for a little while. I made these about a week ago with a friend, which unfortunately I didn't film any of it because I was just having such a good time. I was just in the moment, enjoying life, and I just didn't capture any of it. But I still have the cookies here. So I think I'm gonna have one of these. These are peppermint shortbread. They're right out of the freezer and they might crack my teeth, so I should probably wait a moment. But I do have the recipe for these on my YouTube channel and on my blog. And I also have these as well, Welsh tea cakes. You guys have seen me talk about these a lot, so you can check the recipe for that out down there as well, also on my blog. And then I found this really cute recipe called sugar plums. It's not my own recipe, I just found it, but they're really good. They're like fruit and nut balls rolled in sugar. I used monk fruit sweetener, and they're very good. So yum. So yum. You can use like red or purple fruit, like plums or dried cherries. Rather that would be prunes and dried cherries, dried cranberries, currants. Now you'll get like purple little sugar plums and they're so cute. Anyways, this is where I'm gonna wrap it up. So I thank you guys so much for just hanging out with me today and tuning into this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and just enjoyed this realistic day of what I eat in a day. It's all vegan and gluten-free recipes. It was all super realistic, and yeah, I really enjoyed everything I ate today. And I hope you did too. So if you like it, give it a big thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to my channel. I do lots of what I eat in a day videos and grocery hauls and recipes, so make sure you stick around. I got more videos for you to check out right here, and I'll see you guys in another video. Bye!